Sports presents.
Hey, welcome back to the Sizzle, man. It's a solo edition. Jay Sizzle's here by myself today. The other fellas are out taking care of other business, but I'm here, right here with you right now. It's a crazy day today, crazy football. The Bears played great. You look at the Chiefs-Chargers game was crazy, but the first thing I want to talk to you about right quick is this New England and Seattle Seahawks game. Russell Wilson, man, is the best player in the NFL by far. He's the best player, period. Bill Belichick can't contain him. He can't. He's 3-1 against Belichick on Sunday night. They haven't figured out what to do with him. This guy's been playing out of his mind. Let me check a couple of things right here. The game was 35-30. Fantastic. They played well. Cam played great. Cam went, 35 for, let me take a look, guys. I want to make sure I want to look at it. Cam went 30 for 44 for 397 yards and a TD. He rushed 11 times for 47 yards and 2 TDs. This was a great ball game. Russell Wilson went nuts. Russell Wilson threw passes. I think he threw, if I counted them right, I think he threw 5 TD passes to 5 different people. Absolutely amazing, man. Russell Wilson is just one of the best players we've ever seen in the NFL. He doesn't get the kudos that he deserves. I'm telling you, this is a guy right now who I believe should win the MVP. It's about time. He's an underrated guy that I believe is going to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I said it. Russell Wilson's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's just fantastic, man. So I just want to say, just drop that one in there, let you guys know that Russell Wilson is a guy. Cam Newton playing like he's playing right now. Let me check a couple of stats for Cam right quick. Let me take a little quick on the TV dough thing. Let me see what we got going on here. Cam played extremely well. Let's see what happened. Down on the New England 19-yard line, Cam had last opportunity to pull one out, and he almost did it. I mean, the thing that's amazing about Cam Newton is that we all thought he was done, and he's not. That shoulder looks intact. He's been running well. He's been taking hits. That's a guy we could have used right here in Chicago. But since we are talking about Chicago played really well today. Really well today. I'm going to get on Mitchell Trubisky's bandwagon today and say Mitchell played really well today. He threw the ball fantastic. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at a couple of highlights. Right here, we're going to see the Bears getting ready to play. Here's now, look, Mitchell was putting the ball where it needed to go to today. Mitchell Trubisky went 18 of 28 for 190 yards today. Played really well. His first half was fantastic. He had 2 TD passes in this game. He was isolating his tight ends. Montgomery looked really good right there. I mean, this was just a really well-played game by Mitchell Trubisky. I was really amazed by this. I really was. I mean, he looked like this game was in hand all the way through. You saw Montgomery on that scoring touchdown there. Way to cut it back. Looking good on that one. I mean, it was really amazing today. I really was. I sat up and it was the first time I actually watched this ball game, and I was like going, wow. Can we get this Mitchell on a regular basis? I mean, he was made some throws right into coverage today. That was crazy that he shouldn't throw the ball into, but he was putting the ball in tight windows, and it was going in there. So I was really amazed by that. Now you see Daniel Jones right here getting strip sacked from the back. The Bears defense played well enough to win this football game. I thought a couple of times, what a nice throw. What a nice throw right there to the end zone. Mitchell Trubisky just throwing the ball all over the place. He looked good. Santos kicked a couple of times. He missed one that he needed to hit later on. We'll probably see that in the highlights. But it was just really interesting. Let me take a look here while we watch a couple of these guys. The Bears, man, they had a 17-0 halftime lead going in. it was just pretty good. It was a good ball game. Overall, it was just a good ball game. I thought the defense played tough when they had to. Now, this play right here, which I can't watch, is that you saw Saquan Barkley tear up his ACL. I think prior to that, though, that he was hurt. He was hobbling around earlier in the ball game, but I think he's one of those kids that's just too tough for his own good. And he probably should have came out the game early. I think he strained it earlier, and then finally just it let go. You see the defense was swarming right there. They looked good. It was just one of those games, man. Now, here's the thing about it. I thought the Bears had this in hand all the way through. You see a pickoff right there. I think that was Fuller that made the pickoff. I think they had the game in hand all the way through, but it looked like at the end that the Bears were going to have a problem closing this ball game out. I don't really know why that was. I mean, you just thought that they had it in hand all the way through, and you know, it's just interesting on what was happening the whole time here. So right now you're looking at let's see what happened here. Oh, now there was a play later on that James Bradbury made against Allan Robinson. Allan Robinson looked like a guy you need to pay, and he made an interception on the sidelines, went up, took it away from Allan Robinson, stayed inbound. Just one of the best plays I've seen all year. You see right here the defense was swarming. It looked good. So overall, man, I was impressed with the Bears. I really was. I thought they played really well. I thought Trubisky played well. He was putting the ball where he needed to be put, and I was really excited about that. I mean, I've been a Trubisky hater for a while now, but when he stands in the pocket and delivers the football like we're watching him do right now, this is a team that could be formidable down the line if Trubisky can continue to play this well. This is the main thing that has to happen with Mitchell Trubisky, is that he needs to be consistent. We need to see these type of throws, these type of movement, this type of field generalship all the time. And if we can do that, then I'm looking at the Bears could be on their way to North champions. They could be. I mean, I think the defense is good enough. The offensive line kept them upright today. This is a really good job of blocking right here. Just look good. Mitchell, that was a nice pass in the corner of the end zone right there. I was surprised he threw that ball back across the field like that, but Mitchell has a big arm, and he was able to throw that ball in there. So it was pretty amazing. So again, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, the Bears looked pretty good today. Should we get overly happy about this? I don't know. I mean, you tell me. You let me know. You reach down in the comment section and see how happy you are with the Bears right now, because it's a possibility that if we continue to play like this, that the Bears might have a chance to do something this year. But these are two games, though, that he could easily have lost also. You know, the last game, the first game they won, they could have easily lost that on the back end. And it looked like on the back end, the Bears were trying to play not to lose a little bit, and I think it's what made this game closer than what it needed to be. So it was really interesting, man. It was just a good ball game. I was glad to see the Bears scramble, play the way they did. The defense woke up a little bit. Kalil Mack was getting in there, playing real well. That was a pass should have been caught right there. So it's really been interesting, man. So it looks like it's going to be something good. So, again, I enjoyed this ball game. It was nice to be actually sitting down, watching the Bears game and enjoying it. So you guys hit me down in the comment section. Let me know. It's a good out pass. Montgomery just looked good, man. Montgomery looked good. He looked good. He looked fast today. It's really, 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 really good. How many carries did Montgomery have? Let me take a look, guys, over on here. Let me see what he did. Oh, David Montgomery. That's receiving yards. David Montgomery, he had 16 carries for 82 yards. It's a good day. That was a good day. 16 carries for 82, and you're not really featured as a running team. It's pretty good. Nice job by Daniel Jones, man. That was just nice improvisation right there. Improvisation. It's hard to say at 12:30 at night when you're trying to do these videos. Trying to get this content out to you guys. Trying to get this content out to you. Let's be uploaded at 2 o'clock on the 21st. So it was good stuff, man. Got to get rid of this thing right here. This commercial that came up. Trying to skip it. You know, but it was good, man. Mitchell looked good. He had 4 runs today for 16 yards. Cordero Patterson, 7 rushes today for 25 yards. David Montgomery, like I said, 16 for 82. Tariq Cohen, 5 for 12. We got to get Tariq Cohen going. Got to get Tariq Cohen going. He had a couple of nice runs. But that was right there. Daniel Jones got hit, but he was trying to hold up on it. He could have went on and tattooed him, and he didn't. But just overall, good ball game, man. I really enjoyed myself. It was really good. So, back again, man. I enjoyed the ball game. It was a lot of fun. It was good. It's good to watch Bears football and not just feel completely like the game is lost as soon as it got kicked off. That was the whole thing about it. I was just really happy about that. I was happy how it all turned out. Was happy to sit there, man. I had had some chicken going, and I was trying to eat a little healthy today. I had a salad going on, and so I had my calorie-free punch that I usually drink, so that was good. And it was just overall, man, it was a nice day to sit there and watch a football game. The Bears looked good. They played well. The defense played well. I never really thought that they weren't going to not win that ball game, but it was a little closer than what it should have been. The Bears should have had another score up, and so if they can keep doing what they're doing, man, it's going to be pretty good. So next game up on the slate, I was having a good football day. I sat there, I watched the Chiefs and the Chargers. I was super surprised when I found out that Hebert was starting that ball game, and that kid, when I heard he found out that he was starting about 15 seconds before they were getting ready to kick off. I mean, literally, they were telling him like he was getting ready to go. So it's amazing. Let's take a look at these highlights, man, see what we got going on. So here we go, the highlights early in the ball game right here. We see Hebert hand it off. I'm gonna tell you what, these Chargers were manhandling the Chiefs early in this ball game. I thought all the way through until the middle of the fourth quarter when the Chiefs actually start taking over. But if you look right down here, I mean, the Chargers were running downfield on these guys, manhandling them every which way. I had not seen a team, the Chiefs, get manhandled like this. That was all-out blitz right there, and Hebert read it and got it out. It was perfect. It was 23-20 in overtime. What about that Chiefs kicker, man? 3 kicks over 50 yards back to back to win that ball game. That was amazing. That was amazing on the back end. If you didn't watch that game all the way through, that is a guy. That is an NFL kicker right there. He balled out his mind. It was just one of these things, man, where you see guys kick like that. You wonder why in Chicago we don't have somebody like that. That you can just put. We had a Robbie Gold, but they didn't want to keep him for whatever reason. And you know how Chicago goes, so I don't know. So let's take a look. Let's see what was going on here with the Chargers. It was when Hebert first started off this team, it was a 79-yard drive that he created right out the bat and went down and scored. It's pretty amazing. He ran the ball well. He looked like a pro. He looked like a pro. Hebert looked like he was ready to go. I mean, he wasn't phased 1 minute. He knew exactly what was going on. The thing about the commentators were talking about this early in the game, that his brother is a doctor, and Hebert is on the same level as he is academically, and he could have also have been a doctor or a professor or whatever he wanted to be. And they said he has went through 4 different offenses, putting them together in 4 years, and he's been able to master all of them. So this was just a guy, and they don't get big reps. The backups don't get big reps. Tyrod Taylor had a rib problem, and he re-aggravated it early in the ball game. So Hebert didn't know. So this was all mental reps that he did, and you saw a kid really didn't make too many mistakes. He did throw a ball back across his body earlier in the ball game that got picked up that he should have kept there. Probably cost him the football game, but it was early. But he made some good throws, man. Good throw, good reads. That's Tyrann Mathieu right there defending down there. But Hebert looked really, really, really good. I mean, this is a kid who looked really good. I was super surprised by that. Harrison Buckner is the Chiefs kicker, and later on we watched the clip all the way through. We're going to see this guy hit a 53-yarder. Then he went and hit a Chiefs record 58-yarder, and then he came back and hit another one 58-yarder. I mean, it was just amazing, man. This guy, just still cold water running through his veins, man. He was just kicking up a storm. Absolutely amazing. fantastic. I thought Patrick Mahomes looked pedestrian from the beginning. I really did. But he won this ball game with his legs. He was running, and he knew where to go, and you could just see championship pedigree right there. It was a great throw down to Kelsey. I don't know, he got the Deion shuffle going, and it was a great throw to Kelsey, man. He looked good. Helped out my fantasy team, so I was super happy about that. But this game was really interesting, man. I really was enjoying this the whole time. I was really interested in seeing just how bad the defense for the Chiefs were getting run on. And this is something we're going to see the rest of the year. I mean, did they get exposed today? A little bit. Because we hadn't seen the Chiefs get run on like this. But a lot of times they're playing from behind. A lot of times, they're playing from in front, and they could just let go that defense in front up there. And today they had to play the run. And the Chargers did a really good job of just running the football. Right here we see Bird throwing the ball over the. I mean, he just did a nice job, man. He just did a nice job all over it. It was really fantastic. I think Austin Eckler played great. Joshua Kelly played great. This was a really good game, man. I just enjoyed this game completely. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. I mean, I think it was just something that we need to enjoy these games. We had 2 enjoyable games back to back. When's the last time that's happened? I can't remember the last time that's happened. You know, a lot of times we watch these games and we go, man, what are we going to do here at halftime because the game's a blowout. But we find out that this game they just played well and they looked like it was going to be just a competitive ball game all the way through. Absolutely competitive. So we'll take a look right here. Hebert throwing the ball down. It looked good. He was reading the middle of the field really well. You can tell when these guys are being coached real well because they know exactly what they're going to do with the football, where the ball's going to go, what you're going to do with it. They know how to read defenses. That's the amazing thing about these kids. Now, they come in NFL ready to play. And that's something that didn't happen back in the 70s and the 80s back when I was playing. That didn't happen back in those days. Those guys had to come in and learn the game from the guys in front of them. And it took 2 or 3 years for these guys to actually, very seldom you ever see a quarterback come in and start playing right from the beginning. It just didn't happen. But now these guys come in, man, he didn't even know he was starting and he's coming in and playing well. I mean, it was just really absolutely amazing the type of game that he put on. And he almost pulled this off. I mean, he almost pulled it off, which is amazing. Let me check those down like here. Let's see. Yeah, I think the real big problem here in this game was right at the end, man, when Hebert went out 3 and out, and then they punted. It was a 4th and 1 on their own 34-yard line. And I thought right then they should have went on and went for that. If you remember that in the ball game, they should have went for that. There's no reason why you don't go for it in that play. You got to play to win the game. You got a rookie. That was a great throw right there. You got a rookie quarterback here playing against the world champions, and he has them on the rope, and you literally just need 1 yard to ice this game, basically. And you decide to go ahead and punt this football. I think you had to go ahead and try to win the ball game right there. Go ahead and try to take it down. That's what you should have been trying to do. So that was just one of these things right here. I didn't understand that call. When you got a young guy like that, you got to get out there and let him play. Let him get a chance to win it. That's the most important thing you got to be able to do. You just can't take a guy like that and keep having him go out here and make this big drive. And here's the thing about Hebert. He kept staying in the ball game. I mean, that was a big sack right there. He just kept throwing the football. I mean, unafraid throwing the football. It was absolutely amazing. This guy was kicking the ball like you would not believe, man. What's this guy's name? Becker? Just kicking the ball, man. It was just amazing. At the end of this ball game, you saw he threw this 54-yard touchdown. Patrick Mahomes toward the end of the ball game. He threw this 54-yard touchdown to Tyreek Hill. That was amazing. Amazing. That was a throw right there where Aber threw across his body. And, you just can't make that throw, man. I mean, you can get away with that maybe in college and high school when you got the biggest arms, you're the biggest kid out there. But you always got that corner lurking on the backside of that play, and he's looking for that throw. And if you put that up there in the NFL, they're going to go pick it off, and that's exactly what happened right there. But at the end of this ball game, you saw Patrick Mahomes just make winning championship throws, man. Right now, we're seeing him in the fourth quarter with about 12 minutes left. We're going to go ahead and ride this all the way through, guys. And there's that Tyreek Hill throw, man. I mean, just on the money, rolling out to the right, man. Put it on the Tyreek Hill could have cost him right there. He took his helmet off. And he should have that should have been a 15-yard penalty that would have flipped that field in the favor of the Chargers. What a throw, what a catch. The cheetah, man, went and got that one. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I thought the Chargers, it was over with, to tell you the whole truth. But Patrick Mahomes just kept grinding. And this 2-point play was amazing. What was amazing about that, he just kept extending it, and then he threw that in a super short window to Hardeman. Super short window. Here's Aber. Nice. That movement to step up in the pocket, man, that was just some pro stuff he was doing right there. Just moving. That was huge. Absolutely huge. And look, I thought the Chargers were going to win this ball game right here. I really did. I thought they were going to win this ball game. Big run right there. Thought they were going to win this ball game. Going away. Aber just looked good, man. Strong in the pocket, man. Even though that was incompletion. Tyrann Mathieu on the coverage. They got a flag there. Oh, he went low. That's right. He went low in the chop. He got the quarterback low. That shouldn't have been called. You watch this again. That should have been called. This guy is engaged. He just fell into him, basically. What's the defensive lineman supposed to do? I don't understand that call in between, particularly. But they just look good, man. Aber rushing down there. He still got young legs. And, big stand by the Chiefs right here. That this could have been the end of the football game, and they made them kick this field goal. And I was super surprised that, I know I say super surprised, but I'm always super surprised about stuff, guys. I was just surprised that the Chiefs were able to hold them out as well as the Chargers were playing right then. The Chargers were playing out of their mind. They really were. They were playing really well. And now you see Patrick Mahomes. Here we go. We got 2 minutes left. He's driving the ball down. Big time throw down the middle, man. Can't let Tyreek Hill run in the middle of the field like that. You just can't do it. Joey Bosa, man, was just coming around the corner. Was that Nick Bosa? I think it was Nick Bosa. Was coming around the corner and was just wreaking havoc. He was so gassed at the end of the game from chasing Patrick Mahomes around that the last couple of plays where he should have been in, he couldn't get in the ball game. He was just so gassed he couldn't get in. How come Andy Reid's mask is fogging up? I wonder why that is. But a couple of holding penalties on the offensive line. But that comes from Mahomes extending plays too. They don't know where he's going to be. Also, they look up and they're getting your guys going outside. I was offensive lineman. I know how that is. Your quarterback moves on. You don't know where he is. Also, that defensive lineman tries to disengage. This is right here where Mahomes ran 23 yards, fourth and I think 23 or something like that, man. And he got that first down. That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just big-time throws from Patrick Mahomes. Every time he looked up, he was putting it there. Really good ball game, man. Really good. Mahomes was smart right there. I thought he was going to try to throw that ball into the end zone, but he took it out of bounds. Ecker came in. I think it was no time, 3 seconds left on this. And take this game into overtime. Just a big-time play, man. We're going to watch the rest of this, finish this up. Here's Aber driving him down. This is what we talked about before with that 34-yard. He was on his own 34-yard line. Right then, you got to keep the ball. Got to keep going. You got to keep going. And they're here toward the end of the ball game right now. You got Patrick Mahomes hitting the out patterns. And they're just going to matriculate the ball down the field. Mahomes, man, just quick. This guy's just quick. Really good. Big time play by the Chargers right there. Big time play by the Chargers. Now they iced this kicker, I want to say twice, and he hit 2 kicks that were 58 yards in a row. Here goes the first one, I think. I think they're going to ice him right here. I think they iced him right there. No, it was a legal motion. It was a legal motion right there. This guy went up in there and kicked another one. And then he came back and kicked another one. Absolutely amazing. That one after they called timeout on him. This is 3 times in a row he kicked 58-yard field goals. There it is, man. It's all good. I mean, just fantastic. Great game. Great game for these guys. Really enjoyed this ball game. So there it is, fellas. Hey, man, it was a good ball game, man. I enjoyed 2 football games. Had a chance to sit back and watch a couple of ball games in a long time. Trying a new format out here, trying to get you guys some video out here. I'm running solo today. So seeing how this works out. I hope you guys like the way we're doing it. We're going to be uploading, man, for 100 days straight. So we just want to let you know we're going to be here all the time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning now. I'm finishing this thing up so we can get it out there to you. It's fun, man, to be doing this. It's fun to go out here, talk sports, have a good time, putting the shows together, man, having a good time for you. So we're hoping that you enjoy us too. And if you get a chance, man, what I want you to do is to start going on and looking forward to Iron Skillet Sports. We're on YouTube. You can find us there. If you go to Facebook, you can find us at Iron Skillet Sports Media Group. You can find us on your podcast, man. Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, Cashbox, whatever else. Cashbox. Cashbox is Cashbox. We're all over the place. Look for the Sizzle, the talk of the 219. That's somebody can find us there. Find us on Instagram, #Skillet_sports. If you want to contact us, man, info@ironskilletsports.com. But, hey, we're going to be here, man. We're going to be here all the time for you, man. We're going to enjoy you guys. Hope you guys enjoy us, man. We're going to have some fun. We're working on this content, putting this content out. We hope you guys enjoy it. So, look, for G Sizzle, for Rich Sizzle, I'm Jay Sizzle. And just glad you guys are joining us, having a good time, man. We're getting these formats together, figuring out how to do this show. Hit us in the comment section, man. If you like what we're doing, come on and check us out. Let us know what's going on. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.